Hey guys, I wanted to come on here tonight and kind of give you a little heads up on tomorrow. So tomorrow you actually get to start math. Yay! Instead of just a pre-test and kind of last week just making sure you're comfortable with the Google Classroom and making sure you know how to move things around and upload assignments. So tomorrow you do get to start math. Your assignments are still going to be under classwork. A lot of you guys did a great job today taking that pre-test. I need you to take the pre-test as soon as you can so that I can see who's having troubles with Illuminate or not. Main issues I'm seeing are people are not entering in their student ID for the student login, I think is what it is. So please make sure you're doing that. So one thing that I didn't like when I was in math class is when I got home and like you guys are all doing, your work from home or maybe at school at times. But I didn't like it if I was trying my assignments out and I didn't know if the answers were right or wrong. So that's where I've tried to help as much as I can with using something called GoFormative. In this spring, a lot of us use GoFormative to help those out, um, making sure your answers were right. So we're going to try that again this year. And I'm going to see and hope that it works. And I might end up actually having you guys just turn your work in there. So tomorrow you're going to see some classes I started just doing step one, step two, step three. I think that might make it easier so you know exactly what you need to do. Every day, probably from here on out, first thing you need to do is watch the videos. There's going to be note packets. Some of you have stopped in my classroom to grab note packets. If you want to still stop in, just let me know what class you're in, algebra or geometry. I can get you a note packet. I've also posted the note packets online if you would like to print them out, or you can just take notes by hand. Geometry students, I'm going to warn you that might be a little much because there is a lot of pictures, and I'm not an artist. That's why I use the note packets. So every day, step one, watch the videos and take notes along with the videos. Pause it as much as you can. I'm going to warn both classes tomorrow. The notes are kind of lengthy. It won't always be that way. It'll just be like probably day one. It won't always, I just promise it won't always be that way. The second thing that you need to do every single day, let's get rid of that, is that then you're going to work on the assignment. So there's going to be notes and an assignment every day. If there is an answer key in GoFormative, I will let you know, and that is going to be your way to check your work. And let me show you how to do that. So this is my test classroom. I've signed my daughter up. Let's pray this works. So under classwork is where yours will be, but you're going to click on the link for GoFormative. And then it's going to ask you, you need permission. Do you want to access? Log in. So you're going to want to sign in with Google. I've done everything using your Google Classroom stuff. So sign in with Google, and then you're going to type in your Google information. So I'm going to use my daughter's, Addison Condell's. Click on it. And then at this point, if for you, it would say, because I already logged her in, it would ask you if they want you to allow it, let it happen. And then since this was the actual worksheet, this is my algebra worksheet for tomorrow, this is what pops up. So this is the actual worksheet that my algebra students will get tomorrow. Geometry, actually, you don't have GoFormative tomorrow. Lucky you. You have it the next day though, so still pay attention. So this is the algebra worksheet, and then what happens if you look in this upper left-hand corner, there are these little dots. These dots are going to be your indicator whether your answer is right or wrong. So like for number one, I'll just do a quick problem for you. It says x plus 10 equals 20. So to solve that, you would subtract 10. So then x should equal 10. So let's say I accidentally add 10 to both sides and I put 30 in there and I press enter. Over here, there's a red dot for number one. That's your indicator. That answer is wrong. So you should immediately go back, get rid of it. It's still letting you know the answer has been recorded as wrong, and it's going to let me know that it's wrong. And then the obvious, not obvious maybe for some, but the correct answer is 10. So when I press 10 and enter, it changes that red dot to a green dot. So a way for you to check it is to do the worksheet first, because I have linked the worksheet, or you can just come straight here and look at the worksheet and then go through and type in your answers. And then once you get all done, you're going to press submit. Once you submit, you can go back to it and edit it and everything. So that's totally fine. But like number one, this worksheet goes in order from 1 to 10. There's going to be a couple where I ask you to do the odds only, and it's going to be weird because the GoFormative doesn't let me just like say 1, 3, 5. It'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll just have to pay attention to the worksheet. So I think this will help you to really understand if your answers are right or wrong. I don't think I'm going to post answer keys because I think this will be your way to really understand that. Maybe I'll post them the next day. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to wait and see how many people really take advantage of this aspect. After you've checked your answers and they're 100% right, you're going to go back to the classroom, Google Classroom, and that is where you're going to turn in, so like right here, just for example, well, that doesn't work because this is under mine, but you're going to go back to Google Classroom and you're going to turn in or upload your work. I can't give you any credit on these if you're just typing in random answers. I need to see your work. So for geometry tomorrow, you will be turning something in, and algebra 1, you will be turning something in as well. I will be coming here to GoFormative to see how you're doing on specific problems, but I'm going to be looking at your work to really see how you're getting those answers. I can't help you if I can't see your work. So please make sure that you are submitting that work. I will be looking in Google Classroom for the work. Here is where I will go to see where you actually need help with. So I hope that makes sense. And I know this video got a little longer than I would have liked, but I really hope that you use GoFormative to help you to see if your answers are right or wrong. If they're wrong, go back. But remember, take a look in this upper left-hand corner for these dots. If you see red dots, you should not submit anything if you have red dots. If you have red dots, you need to go back, check your work again. Maybe you added when you should have subtracted. We know that happens a lot. Maybe there's a negative sign that you forgot. And when you submit negative signs, just press the minus or negative and then the number or whatever. Don't put any spaces, just the negative. That answer was wrong. It was, see, I didn't even press enter and it already gave me a red dot. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. But I'm really excited to finally get into school stuff tomorrow with you guys. And hopefully this all makes sense. If not, don't hesitate to email me. Be kind of careful, just be respectful with your emails because I am still learning what would work best for you. So at the end of the week, I may ask for some feedback, like how did it go? What did you like? What didn't you like? That actually might be your Friday check-in to kind of let me know what worked. Did this work? Yes, no. Do you need more videos? Do you need more, did the GoFormative help? That kind of thing. So kind of keep those things in mind as we work through this week. I hope that you have a good night and your assignments will be posted at 7 a.m. tomorrow.